sudden I'm starting to think I'm quite good at this turkey catching malarkey.
This week, on a special 2-part rescue vet,
What's up with you?
I'm in Tenerife,
Oh, well, can I have a bit of a tour? This place looks awesome.
helping a local animal sanctuary.
He looks fantastic. You've done a great job with him.
Nella is a old horse with lots of issues.
As we tackle an equine emergency.
I mean, she's definitely in pain.
And Kittens, he desperately needs some extra help. I'm Dr. Scott, and this is Rescue Vet.
Today I have arrived in a small Canary island called Tenerife, which is a Spanish island. But there's a special couple that I'm going to meet, British Emma and Italian Ido. And those two had a dream to set up their own farm, and very quickly has morphed into an animal rescue centre.
Initially set up as a horse rescue, the location has expanded over the years to help a large variety of other animals.
We feel like I've strayed into the middle of nowhere. There's cacti everywhere, little caves. No sign of a horse. My goodness, where are we?
And just as I'm about to turn around, I stumble across my destination. A little horse haven in the desert.
Hi there, Emma. I'm Scott.
Hi, welcome. Welcome to Tenerife Animal Sanctuary.
Thank you so much. I knew it was called Tenerife Horse Rescue, and I can see the horses, but I can see why you've had to change things up a little bit.
Founded in 2018, the centre is a sustainable eco-sanctuary and home to many of Tenerife's neglected animals.
We started expecting more farm animals and horses because there wasn't really anything available on the island for sort of big animals, and horses mainly because of the expense to have them. But then the need of all the other animals, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we spread out to, well, you'll see everything from horses to donkeys to pigs to guinea pigs, chickens, rabbits, gerbils, dogs everywhere, cats everywhere, turkeys, goats, everything, you name it, we've got them. It just keeps expanding.
And as a result of having so many mouths to feed, you must need a lot of people to help do that.
Yes, we do. We are a big community of ever-changing volunteers. We've got the two different programs. We've got the short-term program, which come in and bring donation-based, and they come for animal experiences, so they sort of learn animals here, but they pay, and that's how we can feed them. And then we have like the long-term volunteers that do the big work, like the building, the office, management sort of things. Yeah, it's a lot. There's around 45, 50 volunteers at a time.
Where are we now? I mean, like, I can't work out, are we looking after chickens or cats or dogs or horses? It's like, or goats.
Yeah, pretty much all of it. This was the small animal feeding station last week, and we've had to expand the feeding station of the horses because we've got too many horses. So there's always a work in progress. As you can see, there's a cat or a chicken or a duck or a dog in every corner helping.
You're sort of in the middle of nowhere here, aren't you?
Absolutely.
And so how did then you start?
Well, we started in Fuerteventura. Me and my partner met there, and that's when we saw the need for the animals in the Canary Islands. And this bit of land was totally empty, and there was a chain at the entrance. We put a note in saying, if you want to sell it, call us. They did, and the man was amazing. We were so lucky. It was 25,000. We had 10,000. He said, I'll give you a year to pay it off. We're going to take the gamble. We got on Facebook, we started fundraising, and that was in 2018, and now we've bought about 5 more pieces of land since.
Wow.
It's just exploded.
Yeah.
We didn't expect to reach 500 animals.
Yeah.
That was not I don't know if it wasn't the plan, it's just we didn't expect we would create a system that worked, because it's so expensive here. You know, each horse costs over 250 euros a month per horse because there's no food on the island. At least every week we have to turn a horse down. Because people, they're considered as hobbies, not as animals, and once they can't be ridden, nobody wants to spend that much money to keep a horse, and there's nowhere to put them, so they call us. And at the moment we only take the really neglected ones We've started to take some retirement ones, and in the future we will, once we've completed our track system.
Why are the horses here? This is a very volcanic, very undulating island. Doesn't seem like it's a place that you would do much horse racing. So I maybe understand a donkey as a working animal, but horses, it just seems like a strange choice.
They do as hobbies. They do a lot of different type of racing here, and
Right.
not for great things. Let's be honest. There's lots of different circles with races, and some of it's like the bottom of the line. So horses that go around mainland Spain, if they fail, they go to a different part, and then they end up here.
So how many horses are you caring for at the moment?
We have 30 equines at the moment.
30?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot.
It is.
And when you can't grow the grass that they need to eat, that all has to be shipped in.
Everything. It's a constant battle with them because you can't get the food on the island. There's also no vet care. There's been a few emergencies over the last year in particular that we've had to watch horses suffer so much just because you couldn't get vet care. And our amazing volunteers have stayed out all night with them or doing the best that they can. But it's the people who care that end up suffering watching this because horses should not be left in these conditions, and we can't do anything about it.
However, Emma and her partner Ido are doing something about it. They've created a sacred space in this remote desert for Tenerife's forgotten animals. And what started as a horse sanctuary has massively expanded over the years. And I'm keen to meet some of the centre's original residents.
And here is Horsey Haven.
Wow.
They're all tied up having their breakfast at the moment.
The landscape here is
Different.
amazing.
It is something.
Can I go and say hello to some?
Absolutely.
I love the fact that every single pen, you say it's like horses, but then immediately I can see a dog, some chickens, some sheep.
And volunteers everywhere.
They all play nicely together. Yes, with the volunteers, of course, as well. Oh, wow. Your horses are beautiful. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, beautiful.
He is actually our second ever horse.
He looks fantastic. You've done a great job with him.
You're beautiful, aren't you? He's a good boy.
He is so beautiful.
A little bit crazy, aren't you? But you're a good boy.
So who's this guy?
This is Capri. He's actually our second ever, technically our first ever rescue, because the first horse I had was mine here. And he came from a riding excursion centre because he was boring. He wasn't boring. He had
beautiful.
really big shoes on and he was cripplingly lame. And we took his shoes off and he had a little bit arthritis, but over a bit of time, supplements and gentle exercise, he became sound super quickly. He was not boring. He's actually, now he's learned to have his voice. He's crazy. Yeah. He's actually one of our crazy horses. He's not boring at all.
There's quite a lack of understanding of general horse care because he wasn't being boring, he was in pain.
Absolutely. And we get this all the time. For another horse we have is Galan. He was given to us because he was crazy. But he was kept in the stable 24/7, just fed oats and not exercised. And he was like,
so like an ADHD child that's been kept indoors the whole
pacing
time.
He's the calmest horse we have. It's just once they learn to speak and we listen, and they're not generally what you think at all. Even the simple lack of knowledge, I think, and it's so normal to keep them in tiny confined spaces. We wouldn't keep a hamster in a space as small as what you would keep a horse in. Yeah. But that's considered okay because it makes the money.
Yeah, so it's just because they're seen as a commodity, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, not an individual, not a Capri. No. He's got a great head of hair on him, hasn't he? It's like if I was a horse, I'd probably look like that. Look at him, very blonde, aren't you? Yeah, very handsome. You are beautiful, though, aren't you? You're a beautiful boy. Hey, you've got a lovely.
But there is another one I want you to meet here.
Yeah.
You see the one all over there on his own?
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah.
This is Geronimo.
Okay.
This is the Geronimo.
Right.
Prior to arriving, I'd heard of Geronimo, and he's been suffering from an infection, which I'm keen to take a closer look at.
If you just give him a little scratch behind the ear, and then I'm just going to see if he's going to let me have a little look. All right, baby. Ugh. Oh, I see. Yeah. All right, baby. All right. Not the perfect time to examine him after he's just had his breakfast, but I can feel the crack.
Oh, you feel it?
Yeah. Okay, so it's basically it's in that upper molar, and so what's happening is that infection, well, bacteria of course lives in the mouth, and that's tracking up into the jaw, and then it's leading to the snotty discharge that's coming out the nose. So that infection is still there. And
we sort of monitor it by his snot. Sometimes the smell, sometimes it's so bad, and we have to play that balance of not having too much antibiotics.
Yes.
Or, you know,
well, you're going to get antibiotic resistance after time, so you're just chasing your tail
see
with.
How bad it is that we have to use antibiotics, or how long we can maintain. We're playing not a very great game.
And so you use these to just sort of mask them from the dust?
Mainly dust, yeah. We don't get so many flies around here, honestly, because of the wind.
Yeah, it protects them from getting conjunctivitis, so that's no bad thing. We see this in so many different animals, and in the end, the only way to resolve it is just remove the tooth, because it removes the avenue of the bacteria to get up where it shouldn't be. So he's certainly a perfect case for why
we
you need to have a hospital on site, right?
We could put your face on it, Geronimo.
Yeah, maybe we'd call it like Geronimo's Horse Hospital. Sounds nice. And Geronimo's got a good name because it feels that they'll go through the hospital and then out the other side and away. Run into their forever home. And is there any chance here in Tenerife that you ever can rehome a rescued horse? Is that a thing? Yeah, so people will take them on.
We've rehomed maybe 10, probably.
Oh, great.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a huge number, but it sort of is.
Yeah.
Normally as companions, because a lot of people have their own riding horse. If they want to keep them on their own, it's actually cheaper to keep 2 of their own in their own space than it is livery. But we're very, very particular. They go with a very strong contract, and we can spot check at any time. Yeah. And but yeah, we're really fortunate. We've found some amazing homes, actually, more than I expected, really. And we've actually 2 of our horses have gone to Italy, which is
no way.
Yeah, a lovely lady. She was here, and she was here for years, and she like fostered them or sponsored them, and she came every day, took them out walking, fell in love, and she had to move away. She took them there and retired them. Oh, it's amazing.
So it just shows that in every country there are big-hearted, good people that care.
Absolutely. Oh, there is. There is.
Hey.
He is lovely. He's a really lovely horse.
Yeah, good boy. Just a stressed boy, so he's had a tough life.
He's had a very, very tough life.
Leaving Geronimo to finish his breakfast, we bump into a concerned volunteer.
We have a colicking horse.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay, so change of plan. Let's go deal with that.
Let's go.
And it seems like there's another equine emergency.
Nella is a old horse with lots of issues, more bodywork issue than colicking. She's not normally colicking, so this is not really normal.
Colic, a type of gastrointestinal pain, can be mild to life-threatening in horses. Seeing as Nella is elderly, we need to move fast.
She's going down trying to roll, but she also had potential ulcers, so she does present signs in her stomach, and she is not fond of being touched in general.
Okay. All right, baby. Good girl. Good girl. How long has she been down for?
About 20 minutes. She started trying to roll. We brought her over here.
Okay. I think we might want to try and get her up, you know?
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. I mean, she's definitely in pain.
Yeah.
There's no question about that. Her respiration's up, and I think her heart rate is a bit raised.
And if we're honest, she's one we've been talking quite a lot about recently because she's deteriorating quite a lot.
Is she on any current medication?
She's on Previcart.
Okay.
She's been on that for about 4 weeks now.
Yep. And no issues with that. Like she's all had solid feces and everything throughout.
No issues with that.
She's a horse that has suffered with ulcers in the past. When we got her, she was fed raw potatoes. That's what she was living on when she came to us.
Raw potatoes?
Yeah, raw potatoes and straw, before she came to us. But we've had her since 2018, but we had a lot of constant battles with ulcers. Not surprising, because she ate raw potatoes for her diet.
That is the weirdest horse diet I think I've ever heard. Well, I think the best thing we could do for this horse is actually try and get her up.
Yeah, moving.
Because if we can get her up, then the gut might start moving and she can start hopefully getting rid of some gas. But it's also, as you say, it's hard to know, is the pain coming from the legs or is it coming from here? But I do think that she has got some gut pain for sure.
Yeah.
As soon as we push her this way, if you can then lift her head up, and then she might be able to stand. Okay, everyone ready?
Yeah.
On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, Nella. Up you get. Good girl. That's it. Good girl. Good girl. Well done. Well done. Good girl. That's it. Okay, well done, team. Good stuff. Good girl. Good girl. I don't know how strong she is, but this is a much better situation to have her in, though. With the potential for colic, I think we just keep her just moving gently. Just keep her moving gently.
Might look weird.
And we'll see how she gets on. So Tash, you're a vet nurse.
Yes.
Working here as really the only veterinary professional that's permanently based here.
That's true,
That
yeah.
must be a hell of a challenge.
It is. It's very stressful. I mean, without the veterinary, without the equipment, the testing facility, sometimes I'm stood there with my stethoscope thinking, with all the best intention, there's not much I can do.
Yeah.
And I've had many days crying, many stressful nights, and this is really why we need this vet clinic,
Yes.
to get the equipment. And we have a vet that's happy to help, but just needs the machinery.
Yeah.
So, especially with, girls like this that we work with every day,
Yes.
a big part of a family.
She's an old girl. How old did you say she was?
About 24, 25.
Okay, right. So classically we'll have all the old lady issues, so like sore joints, and then like issues with the gut from time to time.
Yeah.
She's on a medication and anti-inflammatory at the moment, is that right?
That's correct. She's on
Okay.
Previcox.
Yeah, okay. And that's a daily thing just to keep her comfortable.
Yes, it is. She's been on it about 5 weeks now and is really starting to help able us to move her.
Yes.
Because of course without the movement.
Yes, we're going to get issues.
Yeah.
And so I think now would be great is if we just get her just slowly moving around this
Yeah.
paddock, just to get everything moving, and hopefully we'll start to see some improvement at the back. And she's not particularly like screaming out in pain. So actually I think the best thing we can do is to just try and keep this old girl moving.
Yeah.
So if you're all right, just to take her for a little wander, we'll see you in about 2 hours. A nice slow walk.
Getting Nella up and moving should alleviate some of her symptoms, but she's not out of the woods yet. Colic can be extremely harmful to horses, so I'm checking in with her later to see how she's getting on. Leaving Nella to be walked in the paddock, I've had a moment to catch up with Tash,
Milo, this is my dog.
the resident vet nurse who's been working at Tenerife Animal Sanctuary for the past 2 years.
And so how did you find yourself here?
Well, on the rescue, I just heard about it online, strangely. So I moved here with my partner and my child. I have a 2-year-old daughter. And I came across this place on Facebook.
Right.
And I thought, oh, I'll come down, have a look. I had a tour, and I found myself on the tour telling the tour guide more things. Did you know this about this animal, And then they were like, you need to come back. And
Yeah,
I started.
I can see why. There's just so much need here.
Yes.
This is rescue at its core. It's good people volunteering, giving up their time for their passion for animals.
Absolutely. I mean, it's very nice to be able to do that. Every day I come to work, volunteer, and helping people, the animals, learning as well, and obviously they're passing the education on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of misconceptions in the animal world, I'm sure in pet care, and all the people we have coming that leave with a different mindset. It's amazing every day, and my daughter loves it.
And what child wouldn't? Speaking of little ones, I'm heading back to Emma at her house,
This is so cute. Knock, knock, Emma.
where 2 tiny patients need my help.
Hello.
Welcome to our house.
Wow. This is incredible. You actually live in a cliff, in a cave.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a little bit of a work in progress. We've only been here a few weeks.
So that's actually that's the rock.
Yeah, that's the original rock. And this bit here, this was the original. It was all original, really, really old dwellings that we've sort of pulled it together and made it in a bit of a house. And we also have a storage room which has turned into a kitten room, which is
Right.
actually why you're here.
I see. Well, that makes sense. You didn't bring me here to show me the house.
So your unfinished house.
It's to find the patients.
Put you to work.
I see. Okay, so what have we got here, Tess?
So here is our little quarantine room for some kittens.
Okay.
Now, big problem we have here is obviously the stray kitten population, and locals often bring us kittens.
Yes.
And here we have Ratatouille. And he
Hello. He's got one eye.
He has, yes. So he came to us. He'd already been seen by a vet, and he had a
Right.
severe infection and inflammation,
sorry.
and they
Yeah.
had to remove his eye, unfortunately.
dear.
And he did then also get an infection in the other eye as well. That is actually now clearing up, which is amazing.
Well done.
But we're now waiting till he's a bit older so we can test for sort of chlamydia and things like this that could cause it. What we do need to do today is get a FeLV FIV test. So
Okay.
I thought that you'd be able to do that for us.
Of course, yeah. So take some bloods from Ratatouille.
Yes.
I might check his eye as well and just see how that's
That
going.
would be
'cause,
amazing.
Yeah, it's a worry when you've lost one already and then you've got an infection in the other.
Exactly, yes.
There
FELV, FIV, or feline leukemia virus, and feline immunodeficiency virus are both part of the same family of retroviruses. FIV is similar to HIV in humans. It depresses the immune system, which could lead to other debilitating infections.
Hello, gorgeous boy. How are you?
FELV, like FIV, also affects the immune system. However, this virus can lead to fatal diseases and causes vulnerability to other infections, anemia, and even tumours.
No. It's purring already.
Yeah.
Hi. Step over the Newfoundland. There we go.
Watch the rug. Sorry, Ica.
Hello, buddy. Hello, gorgeous.
As we get Ratatouille ready for his blood test, I need to check his eye, as he's already had one removed due to illness.
Your phone on you, just for us to have a little bit of light. Has anyone got a...
Can I have mine over there? He definitely has some visibility because
Yeah.
he chases the Kindy's tail,
Yeah.
but he does run into stuff all the time.
Yeah, and he had some weird neurological symptoms in the cage. I just noticed he was sort of slightly shaking his head. So I just want to see if he's got nystagmus. Thank you. So that's very
I'm sorry,
handy.
baby.
No, baby, we're all very sorry, okay?
Get lots of treats afterwards.
So he's got significant changes to his cornea. So the protective surface of the eye, he's got a big grey sort of splodge right in the centre. So it was almost like if you were wearing sunglasses and you had this massive sort of smear on the centre, that's what he's dealing with. So he is getting some light into the retina at the back of the eye, but his vision is quite severely impacted, unfortunately. Sorry about that, but yeah.
He seems to be coping very well with it though, bless him.
Well, he's certainly got some healthy lungs on him, hasn't he?
Definitely.
All night long.
Yeah, so I think unfortunately he has probably had some sort of viral condition from early stages in his life, and clearly that's the reason why he's lost one eye, but sadly it has impacted on the other. I do think though that it feels like the changes have kind of stabilized, but yeah, his vision isn't going to get much better, I don't think, sadly. I know, I'm sorry about that too. I'm very sorry about that. Okay. Looking at your mama. Can't see, but you know who's the one that's looking after you.
Having already lost one eye, unfortunately, Ratatouille's other eye has also been affected. However, he still has some vision, so not all is lost. Now we just need to check his blood for FELV, FIV, which can be quite tricky in a small kitten.
Yeah, I know. There we go. A little kitten burrito, that's right. Okay. So where that little blood vessel is, baby. Oh, look out. Sweetie.
Okay.
Oh, honey, we're sorry.
I'm
It's okay.
Oh, don't you big freak. I'm sorry, I know.
Okay.
It's scary.
Poor baby, especially when you can't see very well.
Yeah. The biggest problem as well, finding someone to hold and then being able to get it with.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's holding kittens with 5 sets of weapons. It's hard.
Yes, yes. Very hard.
Okay, good. All right.
Oh, I so hope there's nothing wrong with him so he can be Iggy's kitten free here.
And do you find FIV and FELV are quite common here on the island?
Yes, big problem. Because there's such a large population of stray cats and people feed them, they obviously end up in quite small areas and the disease spreads quite a lot. I mean, we've had 3 cats admitted in the last 5 weeks with FELV, and obviously, of course, this is a lifelong condition and it's very, hands-on to treat. They get lots of secondary infections. We are quite lucky that the 4 we have at the minute are really stable. They're doing so well and it's lovely to see, and our volunteers absolutely love spending time with them. But it is a massive problem at the minute.
So how are you managing those cats? Because obviously it's not an animal that can live in a commune type environment with other cats?
So we have a cat hospital here, and we've tried to create the best sort of enrichment area for these cats. And to begin with, we only had one, and now we have 3 more. So it's great to see that social group for them. But it is really essential with our volunteers, you know, the hygiene, washing our hands, ensuring we use separate bowls, you know, the regular vet checks, you know, trying to ensure that their flea medication things is very routine, because of course they're really susceptible to secondary conditions.
With Ratatouille's bloods taken, we're not quite finished, as there's still one kitten who needs a health check.
And so this is our second patient. Who is she? She's so gorgeous. I can tell she's a female automatically because of her colouring.
This is Dooley.
Dooley.
Dooley, the one named by my baby.
By your baby. So we don't. Dooley means nothing, probably.
No.
Hi, pretty girl. Let's see you. So just holding around the shoulders there for me. Hello, gorgeous. They're so friendly here in Tenerife, aren't they?
They really are, surprisingly. Most of them are.
So chilled. For cats that have probably come from pretty poor environments. I mean,
We've never really had quite a feisty one, you know, I'm used to...
We've had a couple, but they like brute, and then and even snaps, and then they still come around. And
Yeah,
then they end up
snaps.
being really friendly as well. I mean, she's the one I'm actually more worried about,
Okay, why is that?
because she's so skinny.
Okay.
Now, if we're lucky, it's because she's awkward and she doesn't eat much, and she just licks the jelly off her food, and she leaves everything, and she wants my food. So if we're lucky, she's just awkward, but
Okay.
I'm more worried that it's not that.
Okay. Any signs of vomiting or diarrhea?
I've got, vomit once, diarrhea never. There was vomit once when she ate her whole bowl of food.
So it
The first
was
time I seen her eat a whole
undigested
bowl.
food. It
Yeah,
just
it's
came up as it went
undigested.
down.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
that's fine. I can't really hear her heart because she's purring so much.
Your biggest problem ever.
So just going to tap her on the nose real quick because they don't like that.
That's a good trick.
Yeah, perfect. Fine. No problem. Okay, so let's spin around there. Feel this tummy.
Yes, I know. You're doing super good.
What's up with you? I think your guts are just a bit angry. She's definitely got some thickening of the gut for sure. Just cranially. You're going to let me? He's falling asleep. That's my conversation, I'm afraid. That's what that is. God, this guy's dull. I know. So can you just hold? I just want to have one better feel of that cranial abdomen there, because there's just something a bit weird up there. She doesn't like it. I mean, obviously, if we could, I probably would image this one. I would ultrasound and X-ray. Her stomach just feels very thickened and quite nodular, which is weird. Okay, fine. That's where you want to be. This is fine. I've got a parrot as a cat. I don't know if I really like this positioning. However, I think I might do that if that's all right. Yeah. So her stomach feels quite thickened, and it feels a little bit nodular. I try not to use that word because that obviously sounds like the big C, but I think that's unlikely, highly unlikely. But her stomach has some changes there. So whether that's because she's eaten something that she shouldn't have initially, whether it's because she's had a really, really poor diet, and so that's why she's failing to thrive. But she doesn't come across to me as an unwell cat. I think that's a good thing. She's very lean, and you're doing your best to combat that. But she's also very young. So I think we'll also FIV, FELV test her just to double check there's nothing that's impeding her health and her ability to join the rest of the gang. And then we'll go from there. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, we're so sorry. Oh, darling.
Blood testing kittens can be tricky due to their small veins, but it's important to check for these viruses so that we can ensure the best treatment moving forward.
Can we still be friends? Can we still be friends?
Oh, that isn't true love.
Sorry.
You're getting veterinary medicine because you love animals, and then they hate you.
I always say that, yeah. We love them, they hate us. Yeah.
Some of them, I swear, they see the stethoscope and they're like, no.
The test results shouldn't be long. So whilst we wait, I'm keen to hear more about the Tenerife Animal Sanctuary.
You know, you've been in this place now for 7 years. What's your feeling of where you are and where do you want to go with it?
Where we are is so much bigger than we ever expected. The first bit of land where I showed you around, that was what we expected to stop at. And then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're going to build a big track system. We've already had that sponsored. We're just waiting for
what? A track system for the horses?
Yeah.
I
to
see.
encourage the more natural movement.
Yes.
And that's going to be good, but a lot of work. But it is in the pipeline. Then obviously the clinic. They're our biggest projects at the moment, and then it's just finishing off everything we're doing because we just kept taking more animals and we haven't really got the spaces for them, like our turkeys, which are in the round pen, and the sheep, which are in with the horses, and so we want to finish everything.
Well, a lot of rescues, I think, suffer in the same way that you have, in that you start off with an idea and a dream and you're not quite prepared for how big the problem is, right?
Yeah.
And then the problem can sometimes overtake you.
My passion are animals, and it got so big that I don't really have much to do with them anymore. I have to manage all the volunteers and the paperwork, the legalities and the finances, but I went with it because it was working and it needed me, and we created something that the world needs.
Talk to me about the wider issues here regarding animal welfare, animal care. Is that something that you're working with or working against?
It takes time for people to trust us that we're not, coming in and trying to change things.
Yeah.
We're not trying to tell people they're wrong. We're trying to lead by example. We now have a waiting list of schools who want to work with us, and we believe, that's the future of education with kids.
Yeah.
So we want to get bigger to help to show the other way. We're not there to tell people they're doing it wrong. We're there to lead and help and educate through sustainability, animal welfare and everything. Because this is not my island. We're here and we respect everything about it. And
we work against ourselves in the rescue community if we are closed-minded, if we don't collaborate, if we don't be understanding.
Of where you are, yeah.
Of course, and culturally, this is a volcanic island that's pretty desolate, and actually, arguably, humans shouldn't even be here, let alone animals.
Exactly.
People have come and they've brought animals with them, but unfortunately, the education and maybe the veterinary knowledge hasn't come with them.
Exactly.
And then that's where the gap that, thank goodness, you're helping to fill. And what does the future look like for your rescue centre?
Well, other than the new name, which is Tenerife Animal Sanctuary, and obviously the most imminent thing is the clinic. And that is going to not just be life-changing for us, but I feel like the island. Like I sort of said before, there is no vets, there is no horse vets on the island. And now we're building the space.
Yeah. Thank you for the invitation. It's got a really lovely energy here, and it's just nice that you get to hang out with a whole bunch of animal lovers. It's never a bad thing.
No, never. Thank you so much for coming and helping really with the animals and your knowledge. It's really great to have you.
A very great pleasure. And you've been a nice snuggly chap, haven't you?
This is Dulux, yeah, he's my shadow.
Spending the day with these incredible people, it's like nothing else I've ever experienced. I'm so passionate about rescue, but I feel like I've been outdone by the people here. There's so much heart and love and compassion. Alongside that, they, as they say, rescue everything. They rescue food, they rescue materials, they rescue people who get to work with all these wonderful rescue animals. It has such a wonderful feeling, this place. They're on a desert island in the middle of the ocean, miles away from everything. And animals have found their way here alongside people. But thank goodness for this rescue centre and the people that run it. And I'm really looking forward to working with them some more.
Next time on Rescue Vet in Tenerife.
Thank you very much.
The kitten's blood results are in.
Hey Tash, have you got some results for us?
I do.
We check back with Nella, the elderly horse,
Good girl, well done.
to see if there's any improvement.
Hello, my girlfriend there.
Beautiful.
There's some foul play in the turkey enclosure,
You're getting good at that.
and the team reveals their new vet clinic.
I know, it's so exciting.
You won't want to miss it.
I've had pretty much every animal known to man shit on me, so just add turkey to the mix.
Yeah.
And if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to help me help more rescue animals and show you all the amazing rescue organizations like the Tenerife Animal Sanctuary. Bye for now.